said, empty your mind.
Hey everybody, it's Master Wahnish here, and I welcome you to the channel. If you could do me a favor, just take 1 second, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification down below. And if you're liking these videos, go ahead and give them a thumbs up, and feel free in the comments down below to ask me any questions you might like. Now, today I am labeling this 13, and then I'll put up another video 14. Tomorrow will be quarantine stream Wing Chun Kung Fu lesson 15. And that way we're on the exact same schedule as we are here in the United States. So Monday will mark the 15th day of our quarantine. So I just figured I'd get on that same schedule so we're all on the same page and it makes it easy. You know, quarantine day 15, Wing Chun lesson 15, it'll keep us all on track. Now, today's lesson's a little bit different than the normal lesson. One of the viewers said he was doing the Sil Lum Tao form and working on that, and I said, go ahead if you'd like, film yourself doing that, send it to me, and I'd be happy to review it. So he did. So today in this lesson, I'm going to be giving him feedback on his Sil Lum Tao form. Now, I'm not going to show you his form, just keep that private as I'm not sure he'd be comfortable with that, but these are common things, common polishing tips that every student usually gets along the way. So I figured it was great to address these, as many of you that are learning the form from this channel might have these same things that need to be polished a little bit. Now, first off, to the viewer that, that sent me that video, great job. I mean, amazing job. The form looked really good. Once again, these are normal tweaks. So these are just normal polishing things that I would give any student. But first off, great job, and just keep up the good work because that was really well done. You wouldn't tell if that was a student from a classroom or a student online. It looked really good, and I can't stress enough, these are normal things that any student would need polished as they're learning the form. So good job on that. Now, let's talk. I'm going to go ahead and just get in our stance here. The very first thing is something I mentioned that's very important. Don't have your hands resting here. Very important that your hands are not out like this. You should have your hands pulled back, your shoulders relaxed, and have this space here. And as students are working on this hand tends to do this and get in this kind of resting position, and that's normal, but you want to have conscious thought and the resting hand too. Just like when you're fighting, your rear hand should have conscious thought. You're not just letting your rear hand fall asleep. So that's why our hands are just relaxed here. We're not letting them rest in. And that's just a common thing I see a lot amongst Wing Chun practitioners across the board. When they're doing that, their hands just tends to fall asleep. So it's something, once you kind of have got the active hand down and you understand and you feel good with this, start keeping an eye on this hand as well and making sure this is just pulled back and relaxed. So when you come here and here, pull back. When you start moving through these sets, this is same position. Once again, just not pulled back and relaxed. Now I have some notes here, that's why I keep looking down. On the punch set, I couldn't really tell, but I just figured I'd bring it up anyways. Your punch comes to the center. Notice my thumb, right? My thumb is right here. So you don't want your thumb on top and you don't want your thumb inside. Not on top, not inside, but it's right here. So if you're seeing the side view, here, not here or here. So when you do the punch set, fist comes to the center, punch straight out, thumb is at the side. Simple fix. The Tan Sao set. So that third set where we go Tan Sao, that looked really good. Hien Sao, you drift back. When you drop your hand, your fingertips come together. It's like a bird beak going in the water. And then your Fuq Sao comes straight out. So elbow in, and it kind of looked a little bit like that. This, once again, angles, all sorts of things that I might not be seeing correctly that might have been perfect. So once again, just I'm bringing it up just in case. So here, so from the side view, it's about a fist and a half for my body, my elbow's in, and I have this tunnel here. If somebody was to have a fist and I placed my hand on top of that fist, I don't know if I can do this by myself, but let's just see. So let's just say this was the fist. If this is like this, this is somebody else's arm, right? If this is like this, it comes right through. But when I get this in place, so notice how the angle of this stick is being redirected this way, right? So once again, you want to make sure you have your futsal in your center, which turns that off, and then this comes out. And then this should be nice and level. You should be able to put a glass of water or whatever you like to drink on top, nice and level here. So it shouldn't be down here or up here, which it wasn't. Once again, I'm just giving you a little fine tuning just in case that was slightly off. So the futsal comes down, elbow in your center, this comes straight out. Futsal, hand back, not resting at your side. I'm gonna bring something else up because I discussed Paksal yesterday. And at the end of this set, when we come through here, we go here, here, here. Now that might be something where a lot of students think the Paksal comes across, right? Because wait a minute, you say don't push your Paksal across, but right there you're pushing it across your center. You have to understand in the Sil Lum Tao form, there's no footwork. So with the footwork, that is coming here, not across my central line or center line. So understand there is footwork involved in reality, and here we're just staying stagnant in our feet as we're doing these moves. So in that one set, and at the end of the Tan Sao set, you do that 3 times when we come back here, here, here. So you did that part absolutely correct. I'm just making a note and letting everybody know if they're wondering why we're pushing across the center with our Paksal, there's no footwork, right? When footwork's in play, it's not a push across the center. The Gum Sao set. Now Gum Sao, this is our work area, and I couldn't quite see how your Gum Sao is positioned, but this is where your fingertips, if you were to just come back, your fingertips would drag across your pants. So it'd be here. So when you go Gum Sao, behind, I think all that looked great. Here. Now when you come up, I noticed your fingers were, and hands were here, and they need to be here, fingertips over the elbows. And then you sweep out with your wrist, and then you come back once again, fingers over your elbows. A common question in this set is which hand's on top, which hand's on bottom. It doesn't matter which one's on top, it doesn't matter which one's on bottom, you're just gonna come back in the opposite direction. So when I'm doing this here, I usually bring my right hand on top, fingertips over the elbows, not here, like this. It sweeps out at this angle, and then I come back with my right hand on the bottom and my left hand on top. Then when you drop down, you're in a double Tan Sao, and then here I noticed you moved a little bit. First go out, then flip back, then out. Come down with the double Gum Sao, fingertips together. It's almost like a double Futsal, but when this comes up, it's called Tai Sao as you bring that up, and there's a slight bend at the elbow. So once again, on this Gum Sao set, Gum Sao, work area here. That's the distance from your body, behind and front, fingertips over the elbows, sweep out. And it's not straight back, it's here, which you did not do. I'm just showing for other people to just define. It sweeps out at an angle, come back, once again, fingers over the elbow. Drop your elbows in, now you're in double Tan Sao. Out with your Tan Sao first. Back, out, down, up, double Hien Sao, back. And then from there, that was very good. Let's see what other notes we have here. Your Lo Bong Sao set looked really good where we're coming here, right? And sorry, I'm doing the right side. I know the left side goes first, but I've just been demonstrating everybody being your mirror. So I'm always kind of doing on the camera, the other side for you. So it doesn't matter here. I'm going left hand into my center. This looked really good. Your elbow drops. The only reason I'm bringing this set up is I want to emphasize the movement of Tan Sao to everybody. Tan Sao never flops. We're not going flop, right? So Tonsao, you'll see from the side view, rides up at this angle like this. Fist and a half for my body, moving at this angle, not this way. So when I'm coming here, my elbow drops, my Tonsao rides out. When I sweep the Futsal right out my center, and then my wrist comes to my center, my elbow drops, and my Tonsao rides back out. So that's how your Tonsao is working. All too often I see this flop, flop, right? So that's just a little correction. Drop the elbow, Tonsao rides out, Futsal sweeps out, drop the elbow, wrist comes in, elbow is like there's an engine on that elbow pushing your wrist out the center, and there's your Tonsao. All right, the Bong Sao set. Now, up to now, everything was really tight, looked really good, just little polishing. The Bong Sao set does need a little bit of work. You were almost, which is almost normal to go to like a Tonsao, Bong Sao, right? So what you're doing here is just, let's get in this position, follow me. Now you're gonna use your left hand, open your wrist, and push it straight out to your wrist is lined up with the center of your body. If you had a level here, it would be level, so it's not up at any angle. So let's go back again. Wrist goes to the center line of your body. Wrist goes to the center of your body. The wrist stays in the center line as you flip your elbow up. Now your wrist is almost facing this way, still in the center. This is nice and level. I can put a glass of water here and my elbow is almost facing this way. So I'm right in this position here, level. Now drop your elbow back, strike out, raise your hand up, Hien Sao, and return. Now you're going to do your right hand. Open your hand up, push your wrist to the center of your body, everything's level. Bring this straight up. Now wrist still in the center, this is straight, nice and level here. Drop this down, strike out, raise your hand up, Hien Sao. So you just need to polish that set up a little bit, working on that good Bong Sao position. Strike. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time together. Left hand, straight out the center. Comes up. Drop back down. Strike out. Hien Sao. Here. Bong Sao. Stop for a second. Is your wrist in the center? How about that hand? Is that hand still in good position? Your opposite hand, the resting hand, or did we kind of drift back into this, right? Bring that right here. Keep this straight. Bong Sao the center. Drop your elbow down. Leave your wrist in the center the entire time. Strike with your palm. Raise it up. Hien Sao. Return. Now on that very last set, when you're coming here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That looked really good. Something I always have to tell everybody, wrist in the center, fist in the center, not like that, which you weren't doing. You were doing that perfect. I just couldn't tell if you were coming above your elbow or below the crease of your elbow. So here's my elbow crease. I'm coming right to this meaty part of the arm. So that's where my gum sao is connecting right on there as I switch out. So I'm connecting here with the same work surface that we use in that gum sao here as I switch out, and it remains in the center. A lot of students, and you weren't doing this, but a lot of students I kind of see leaving this big hallway, wrist in the center, fist in the center. Come down below the elbow crease here and exchange. So let's do that together. Go ahead, left hand out, I'll have my right hand out, fist to the center of your body. Connect below the crease of your elbow, not above it, below. Exchange. Below, exchange, exchange, and you can just keep practicing that 100 times if you want to. All day, all night, you can just work on that, or maybe you just got it, right? But let's go back one more time. Left fist out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Double Hien Sao. Excellent job. So those are the corrections, little polishing bits to your Sil Lum Tao form. Yep, that looks like it's it. So thank you so much for sending me that video. I wish you all the best in your training. I wish you and your family safe, and I wish everybody out there happy, safe, and healthy. And I look forward to seeing everybody in the next lesson. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day. Actually, before I go, why don't we just do the whole Sil Lum Tao together one time through? So let's go feet together. I'm doing my right, you're doing your left. Sorry, I keep repeating that for the students and viewers that have all been watching, but somebody might just be picking up this video for the first time. So we're feet together. Excellent, excellent. I know that was a little fast, but I hope everybody was able to get through that, and I will put the links down below to the entire form broken up into detail so you can learn it piece by piece by piece in all its detail and then put the whole form together. Thank you once again for joining me. If you haven't already, if you stuck around this long, give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and feel free to share these videos with anybody you like. If you have a friend or family member stuck at home, get them on the Sil Lum Tao forum, get them up. I mean, the great thing about the Sil Lum Tao forum, it doesn't matter what age, this is something you can do. And for, grandma and grandpa can get up and be doing this form. It doesn't matter what your age, you can get up. This is a simple form. Get your blood moving, get your blood flowing, and basically get some chi moving while you're at home. Thank you for joining me once again, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day.